students. Dear students, just we are in the yesterday's class. We have learned something about a unit called Introduction to Sociology of class 8. So under that we learned several aspects about the unit. Just in the yesterday's class, we learned something about the greatest sociologists of world. ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. See, after the completion of early sociologists, now today we are going to discussing something about prominent Indian sociologists. Prominent Indian sociologists. See, this is the thing today we are going to discuss. Dear students, just we are in yesterday's class where we had learned something about Auguste Comte and his contributions, and Karl Marx, Max Weber, and Emily Durkheim. Such kind of several early sociologists' contributions we had learnt in the yesterday's class. In the same way, Indians also who works for the development of sociology. So many Indian sociologists are worked for the development of sociology progress. So among them, a first and prominent person is named Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. See, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's lifespan is 1891 to 1956. 1956. This is what we call the lifespan of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, who considered as a prominent Indian sociologist. See, Ambedkar's contributions to the building of modern India is very important. His works to building of modern India very important. His full name was Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar. His full name was Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar. This is full name of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar was the full name of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He is one of the prominent social reformer and expert in law. Prominent sociologist and expert in law. He is expert in law and law making. And he fought against the exploitation of the Dalits in India like untouchability. He fought against exploitation of Dalits. Like untouchables. See, these are all the several introductional aspects of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. And he was also organized agitations in favor of Dalit rights and women's rights. He organized campaigns or agitations for human rights and women rights. See, these are all the several aspects of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's, who worked for the favor of Dalit rights and women rights. More importantly, apart from these things, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, more importantly, he was the first to prove that all sorts of exploitations of Dalits can be overcome by education. With all the exploitations and so many problems, he overcome by education. Ambedkar's stand on education differs from other social thinkers radically. He proposes that education is the main tool of social reformation. He proposes that education is the main tool. Education is main tool for social reform. Main tool for social reform. See, education is main tool for social reformation and social transformation also. See, according to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, education is the only means that which one can earn resources to education is the only means through which one can earn resources to understand and analyze critically. And particularly Ambedkar argued that to overcome India's prejudice and prejudice induced social discriminations. One needs logical arguments, and this logical argument is earned through education. So Dr. B.R. Ambedkar stressed on education of Dalits and backward classes because he quoted that education is main tool for social transmission as well as social reformation. See, these are all the several introductional aspects of the great Indian social reformer called Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So, after the introductional aspects of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, now we should learn something about life and education of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Life and education. Education of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Dear students, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was born in Ambewada village of Maharashtra state. He was born in Ambewada village of Maharashtra state. Maharashtra ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಅಂಬೇವಾಡೆ ಗ್ರಾಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವರ ಜನನ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಆನ್ April 14th, 1891. April 14th, 1891 is the birth date of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, who took birth in Ambewada village of Maharashtra state in India. And he lost his mother at the age of 6. He lost his mother. At the age of 6. Just he was in 6 years old, he lost his loved mother. And later on, he grew up under the care of his aunt Mirabai. He was grown up under the care of his aunt Mirabai. Mirabai was aunt of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, who take care of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's growth. And later on, he started his primary education at Sakara. He started his primary education in Sakara. See, this is what we call his birth and his Guruna. Details of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. And later on, Ambedkar joined the popular Elphinstone High School of Mumbai. Later on, he joined at Elphinstone High School. Elphinstone High School, Mumbai. Where he was studied his high school education and passed his matriculation with first class in 1907. He got first class of his matriculation in the year 1907. Later, he got married Ramabai. He married Ramabai. Wife. He got married after the completion of his matriculation. He married Ramabai with the help of a scholarship awarded by Maharaja of rupees 25. Ambedkar earned his Bachelor of Arts and Master of Arts degrees. He received his Doctor of Philosophy from Columbia University in 1916. He got PhD in Columbia University. All these education completed with the help of Maharaja's 25 rupees scholarships. With the help of Maharaja's scholarship, he was completed his BA and MA degrees. Later on, in the year 1969, he has completed his PhD in Columbia University. This is what we call his educational life. Later, he started a friendly magazine called Mukanayaka. He started one magazine called Mukanayaka. This is called magazine. It is started by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar after the completion of his educational life. Later on, his major works are Annihilation of Caste. Annihilation. What is annihilation? Of caste. In the year caste in the year 1936, and later who wrote another work, that is Who Are Shudras? Who are Shudras? Who are Shudras? In the year 1946. Who wrote a book called Who Are Shudras? And another words of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's Buddha and his Dhamma. Buddha and his Dhamma. And his Dhamma. Buddha and his Dhamma in the year 1956. And later on, another one is etc. So many works of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's, and all his writings are published in 26 volumes from the government of Karnataka. Our Karnataka government published 26 volumes of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's works. That was the achievement of our state government. And especially in Kannada, all the 26 volumes comes in Kannada language, regional language. That was the greatest thing of our government. And Dr. B.R. Ambedkar died on December 6th of 1956. December 6. This date what we call Mahaparinibbana Dina. Mahaparinibbana in Kannada. See, in the year 1956 of December 6, he was died. See, all those things tell something about Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's life and education and his works. Now, dear students, please write down the points appeared in the blackboard. Okay, please write down. See, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's lifespan 1891 to 1956. His full name was Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar. He was prominent sociologist and he was expert in law and lawmaking and fought against exploitation of Dalits like untouchables. He organized agitations for human rights and women's rights, and he propagated that education is main tool for social reform. And later on, his life and education. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, born in Ambewada village of Maharashtra state on April 14th, 1891. He was lost his mother at the age of 6. Then his aunt Mirabai take care of him, and he was completed his primary education at Satara. Later, Elphinstone High School, Mumbai, where he was got his matriculation education with first class in the year 1907. And later, he got married with Rambai, and with the support of his family, he was completed his PhD in the year 1916 from Columbia University. And later on, with the help of 25 rupees of scholarship of Maharaja during those days, he was completed his graduations like a Bachelor of Arts and Master of Arts degrees. And then he started a beautiful magazine called Mukanayaka, and he works a lot in the field of writings. And he wrote Annihilation of Caste in the year 1936, and Who Are Shudras in the year 1946, and later on Buddha and his Dhamma and our state government published 26 volumes of his writings in Kannada languages, and he was died in the month of December 6th, 1956. So this is what we call Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's life and achievements. That's why he was considered as one of the social reformer and the greatest social thinker, politician, lawmaker, and we have multi-dimensional potentialities. Such kind of person, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Okay, are you understand all those things? Okay, shall I rub all the points? Yes. Shall I rub all those things? See, after the completion of several aspects of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, now we shall move to another Indian sociologist. His name G.S. Gurre. G.S. G.S. Gurre. G.H.U. G.H.U.R.Y. G.H.U.R.Y.E. G.S. Gurre. His lifespan between 1893 to 1983. 1983. This is what we got lifespan of G.S. Gurre. He was also Indian prominent sociologist. And Gurre played an important role in the establishment of departments of sociology in the Indian universities. He played an important role. To establishment of sociology departments in Indian universities. See, this is the thing that we can observe on Dr. G.S. Gurre. It means he was an establishment sociology departments in the Indian universities. His full name is Govinda Sadashiva Gurre. Govinda Sadashiva Gurre. This is full name of G.S. Gurre. Govinda Sadashiva Gurre. He was born on December 12, 1893. He was born on December 12, 1893. This is the birth date of G.S. Gurre. He was born on December 12, 1893 at Malwan of Maharashtra. Malwan of Maharashtra, where he was took birth on December 12, 1893. He completed his college education at Bombay University. His college education completed in Bombay University. his college education at he was completed college education at Bombay University. And later on, after receiving his PhD from Cambridge University, London, PhD, Cambridge University in London, where he was completed his Doctor of Philosophy course. And Gurre returned to India and started his teaching career at the Department of Sociology at Bombay University. Later he started career in Bombay University Sociology Department, and which he founded, and he was also founder of Department of Sociology of Bombay University. And caste and race in India, he works so many books, among them caste and race in India, caste and race in India, in the year caste and race in India in the year 1932. And another book he wrote, that is Indian Science, 1953. Indian Science, 1953. See, these are all the several books of Dr. G.S. Gurre. So that he was considered as one of the greatest Indian sociologists. His greatest achievement to establishment of sociology departments across the India and universities. And now we can move to another Indian sociologist. His name M.N. Srinivas. M.N. Srinivas. Dr. M.N. Srinivas. See, dear students, Dr. M.N. Srinivas' lifespan is 1916 to 1999. See, this is the lifespan of Dr. M.N. Srinivas. Dear students, Dr. M.N. Srinivas is the internationally renowned Indian greatest sociologist. He was world famous Indian sociologist. He was popularized the field-based sociology. He was popularized in the field-based sociology. He was very popularized in the field-based sociology. And while he was studying at Stanford University, his field study notes were lost in hours and due to agitation of the students. Based on his memory of the field work done, he wrote Remembered Village in 1976. He wrote Remembered Village in 1976. It was the famous Dr. M.N. Srinivas, remembered village. This has received universal acclaim and has been published many times. Later, under the guidance of his teacher, Radcliffe Brown. His teacher, Radcliffe Brown. With the guidance of his beloved teacher, Radcliffe Brown, he wrote a book titled The Religion and Society. The religion and society of Kodavas in South India. The religion and society of Kodavas in South India in the year 1952. Who wrote one beautiful book called The Religion and Society of Kodavas in South India. That book was prepared by with the guidance of his beloved teacher Radcliffe Brown. Dear students, Dr. M.N. Srinivas' full name was Mysuru Narasimhachar Srinivas. Mysuru Narasimhachar Srinivas. See, this is a full name of Dr. M.N. Srinivas. Mysuru Narasimhachar Srinivas. And he was his father Narasimhachar and mother Rukmini. He took birth on November 16, 1969. November 16, 1969. 1960. He took birth. And he received MA, LLB and PhD from Bombay universities. He also earned D.Litt from Oxford University. He worked as a professor at Delhi University. His major contributions are the religion and society of Kodavas in South India in the year 1952 and Indian villages, the social change in modern India and remembered village in 1976. These are all the several contributions of Dr. M.N. Srinivas. Are you understand, dear students? These are all the several aspects of Dr. M.N. Srinivas. See, Dr. M.N. Srinivas was also world famous sociologist of Indian sociologist, and his lifespan between 1916 to 1999. He was popularized in the field of field-based sociological studies, and he wrote Remembered Village in 1976, and with the help of his beloved teacher Radcliffe Brown, he wrote and researched one beautiful book, that is The Religion and Society of Kodavas in South India in the year 1952. He took birth on November 16, 1916. His full name was Mysuru Narasimhachari Srinivas. See, these are all the several aspects on Dr. M.N. Srinivas. So, after the completion of Dr. M.N. Srinivas, now we can move to know something about C. Parvathamma. C. Parvathamma. C. Parvatamma. C. Parvatamma. She is the prominent contemporary sociologist from Karnataka. Prominent contemporary. Prominent contemporary sociologist from Karnataka. See dear students. C. Parvatamma is a prominent contemporary sociologist. She is from Karnataka. She grew up in a different situation and with a lot of determinations. Became one of the leading sociologists of India. I mean, she faced so many problems to reach the position of greatest sociologist. And she was born at Shagalli village of present Davangere district. She was born at Shagalli village. Shagalli village, present in Davangere district. Davangere district. Before that, it belongs to Chitradurga. And now it is a Davangere district. Shagalli. Okay. And she born on June 1928. June 1928 was the birth date of C. Parvatamma. And in the absence of genuine birth certificate, her birth date is as per the records in the school. She lost her father when she was only a 9-month-old baby. See dear student, she was lost his father. Lost his father when she was in 6 months old baby. See dear students, this is really a horrible thing. See, this is really a painful thing in the life of C. Parvatamma. See, when she was in only a 6-month-old baby, she lost her father. With the support from the maternal family, she grew up with young mother. Parvatamma completed her education in a single teacher school at her village. She was completed her education in a single teacher school in her own village. Later on, she continued her middle school education at the neighboring Lokikere village. Lokikere, that is also comes near the Davangere. Okay, Lokikere village. And high school education at Davangere. A teacher named Kantaraja Shetty arranged for her intermediate education at Mysore by getting accommodation facility and hostel and some other helps done by a Kantaraja Shetty, so that she finished her intermediate education at Maharani College, Mysore. So Parvatamma completed her intermediate education in arts stream with second class. She later joined BA Honours in social philosophy at Maharaja College, Mysore. And she earned first rank in BA Honours, and her entire education international scholarships. A professor guided her to continued education in a foreign university. Sri Parvatama returned to Karnataka after completing her higher education in foreign university. She made genuine attempts to spread the streaming of sociology across Karnataka proves her commitment and sense of special concerns. Her major contributions are politics and religions, politics and religious, politics and religions, politics and religions, and geographical essays on Veerashaivism, geographical essays on Veerashaivism, geographical essays on Veerashaivism, and her studies on socio-economic status, her studies on socio-economic based status of scheduled caste and tribes. See, these are all the several works of Sri Parvatama. And another Indian sociologist, her name Iravati Karve. Iravati Karve. See, she was another Indian sociologist. She is recognized the prominent sociologist of India. Iravati Karve is recognized as a prominent sociologist of India. She was the student of G.S. Gurre. Iravati Karve was the student of G.S. Gurre. And she was the daughter-in-law of the greatest social reformist, is named Maharshi Karve, and had a modern in social and national issues. She had her from Bombay University and worked at Pune as a professor. Her contributions are an organization of India and Indian society and religions and relationships are the major works of Dr. Iravati Karve. So that she was the prominent Indian sociologist. And another Indian sociologist called A.R. Desai. A.R. Desai. His lifespan 1915 to 1994. 1915 to 1994. A.R. Desai. Dear students, A.R. Desai is an important among all the prominent sociologists. Is an important among all the prominent sociologists of India. He worked as the UGC, University Grants Commission National Fellow, and as the head of the Department of Sociology of Bombay University. His full name is Akshay Ramlal Desai. Akshay Ramlal Desai. Akshay Ramlal Desai is the full name of A.R. Desai. He is working as a head of the Department of Sociology in Bombay and also University Grants Commission Fellow, National Fellow, and he was born in 1915. He was the student of G.S. Gurre, like Iravati Karve, and thought and became a head of the same department as he was following in the Marxist ideology. In his sociological studies, he was identified as Indian nationalism. The sociological background of Indian nationalism work is the best work, and Indian rural sociology, slums and urbanization are the major works of Dr. A.R. Desai. He worked actively in Indian sociological society. See, these are all the several aspects of A.R. Desai. Okay, dear students, I hope that you all understand nicely all those things. If you have any doubts, you asked to me. Otherwise, I will stop here. Remaining things will be discussed on next class. Okay, thank you. Thank you all.